Hello children, today we will start our lecture from physical properties of alkanes. So as we all know that alkanes are having all CC and CH single bonds only. Okay, and second thing, all organic compounds are covalent compounds. So keeping all these points in mind, we are going to start physical properties of alkanes. And the first is physical state. So 1 to 4 means alkanes which are containing 1 to 4 carbon atoms, means total number of 4 carbon atoms like this way. Okay, so all the alkanes which are having 1 to 4 carbon atoms are gases, 5 to 17 are liquids, and the higher one are solids at room condition. Then boiling point, straight chain alkanes. Boiling point of straight chain alkanes increases with increase in their molecular mass. Means boiling point is generally directly proportional to molecular mass. When molecular mass will increase, boiling point of alkane will also increase. But among isomeric alkanes, the boiling point of branched chain isomer is lower than the corresponding an alkane. Okay, and this is due to the lesser surface area of the branching alkane. Okay, less surface area of the branching alkane. So greater the branching, lower is the boiling point. It is because with the increase in the number of branch chains, the alkane molecule attains the shape of a sphere. The surface area of the molecule decreases. This results in a smaller area of contact among alkane molecules. Due to these reasons, the van der Waals forces of attraction operating among alkane molecules become weak, and therefore boiling point of branch chain alkanes decreases. Next is melting point. So melting point is also proportional to molecular mass. As the molecular mass increases, melting point of an alkane also increases. Then second difference is in a normal alkane containing even number of carbon atoms, the two terminal methyl groups lie on the opposite side. So even number of carbon atoms like an hexane. So two methyl groups are lying at opposite side of the zigzag chain. So it is more symmetrical arrangement. Such an alkanes pack well in crystal lattice and their melting point are higher than expected. Okay, but whereas in the case of odd carbon containing alkanes, both the bulky methyl group are lying in same side. So these are comparatively less symmetrical, and that is why their lattice arrangement is not so compact, and due to this these alkane will have a lesser melting point, which on expected on the basis of molecular mass. Then density. So density again increases with increase in molecular mass. Okay students, come to chemical properties of alkanes. So alkanes are saturated compounds, that is why they are giving some characteristic substitution reactions. So definition of a substitution reaction: those chemical reactions in which an atom or group of an organic compound is replaced by another atom or a group are called substitution reactions. Okay, for example, if AB is a compound and C is reacting with AB, then formation of AC plus B. Okay, so this will be a typical example of substitution reaction. Okay students, so these reactions are given by saturated compound, and alkane are saturated compound, so alkanes are also performing some substitution reactions. And out of these substitution reactions, halogenation is the most important reaction. And halogenation are the reaction in which hydrogen atoms of the alkane get displaced by different halogen atoms like chlorine, bromine or iodine. And out of these different type of halogenation, you are having just one type of halogenation, which is chlorination. So under chlorination, hydrogen atom of alkane get displaced by chlorine atom. Okay, so this chlorination is an example of halogenation reaction. Okay, according to the second point, the reactivity of halogens for a given alkane is increases from fluorine to iodine. This is due to iodine is most reactive because iodine is having least bond energy, and this is having highest bond energy. So the reactivity sequence of these halogens from fluorine to iodine. Okay, third point, reaction with fluorine is vigorous and violent. Okay students, so as you can see here that methane is reacting with chlorine. So first monosubstituted methane is formed. Then again this compound is reacting with chlorine. Disubstituted methane is formed. Then trisubstituted, and then last tetrasubstituted methane is formed. So one by one all hydrogen atoms are get displaced by chlorine atom. Okay students, so this overall conversion from methane to tetrachloromethane, this overall conversion is taking place by free radical substitution mechanism. Okay students, the next property of alkanes, oxidation. And in this oxidation, you are having controlled oxidation, which is also known as catalytic oxidation. So in this oxidation, we react related alkane with oxygen in the presence of a particular catalyst, and the formation of different oxidized product like alcohol, aldehyde or acid is taking place. And these products type are depend upon the condition of the oxidation. So as you can see here that when methane is reacting with oxygen in the presence of copper under 100 atmosphere pressure and 573 Kelvin temperature, methanol is formed. Here in second reaction, methane is reacting with oxygen in the presence of a catalyst O2O3, formaldehyde is formed. In third reaction, in the presence of manganese acetate, acid is formed. Okay students, so on the basis of different type of catalyst and atmospheric conditions, the products which are formed are also different in these reactions. Okay, so when alkane oxidized with alcoholic cheminophore, we get related alcohol. Next is isomerization. So in such reactions, when alkane which are having carbon atoms more than 3 means from 4 to higher alkane, more than 3 under specific conditions, so these hydrocarbons alkanes get converted in the form of next isomeric form. So such conversion is known as isomerization. So in this reaction, and alkanes when heated with anhydrous AlCl3 and hydrogen chloride, then chain isomer is formed. Aromatization. So in this reaction, when alkanes which are having carbon 6 or more than 6, might be 7 or 8, under a specific condition of chromium oxide, vanadium pentoxide, or molybdenum oxide, or Al2O3 plus heat, then these compounds which are having carbon from 6 to 8 get converted in the form of related aromatic compound. So this conversion is known as aromatization, in which a normal alkane get converted in the form of aromatic compound. So as you can see here, hexane under these conditions get converted in the form of benzene, and same way if we are taking this N-heptane, then we will get toluene as a final product. Next is pyrolysis or cracking. So this is a decomposition reaction which is taking place in the absence of air. So on heating, alkane get decomposed, forming number of byproduct in the presence of a number of byproduct with the help of free radical mechanism. Okay, so in this conversion, the intermediate which is formed is a free radical. Okay, students, so one particular alkane is forming number of byproducts, and these all byproducts are of the lower nature than the parent alkane. Means these are having comparatively less number of carbon or hydrogen than the parent alkane. Okay, so as you can see here that when hexane is heated, in the absence of oxygen, it get decomposed and forming hexene and hydrogen, butene and ethane, propene, ethine and methane. So all these products will form. Okay, students. So what is the definition of this cracking or pyrolysis? Breaking of the big molecules into small molecules by heating is called pyrolysis or cracking. The next is uses of alkane. There are a number of uses of alkane. Methane is used to prepare carbon black, which is used in industrial preparation of black ink. Methane is used for the manufacture of dichloromethane, trichloromethane, which is used as chloroform anesthesia earlier time, carbon tetrachloride, which is used as a solvent. Then LPG is used as domestic and industrial fuel, which is a mixture of butane and isobutane. Higher alkanes are widely used in the form of gasoline, diesel, kerosene, paraffin wax, etc. Alkanes are used for the manufacture of number of byproducts like alcohols, aldehydes and carboxylic acids under oxidation condition. Okay, students. Next we will start with alkenes. Thank you very much.